What's up guys? So real quick, I'm just bringing you a quick little video on what in my opinion is the easiest way to kill my boy right here. He can be a major pain, especially on OP10 where his health is bugged out and he is way tankier than he's supposed to be. So real quick, I'm just going to give you guys the easiest way to kill him, and it is very time consuming, so just be prepared to sit down for a minute. But you know, if you really have the urge to kill this guy, this will get it done. So real quick, we're going to go over the gear we need. Okay, pause really fast. I just want to let you guys know that you can do this on any character in the game. It doesn't necessarily have to be Salvador. Salvador is just going to be the easiest option, of course, because he has the highest DPS for this, you know, glitch, I guess you'd call it, specifically because he has the whole increased fire rate and all that jazz. So easiest to do it on Salvador, but it can be done on anybody. I used to do it on Zero all the time. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but the difference isn't going to be huge, and it can definitely be done on any character. So for those of you that are not Salvador mains, don't worry, this glitch is not strictly Salvador. It can be done on anybody. I go over that a little bit more at the end of the video, but I know not everybody's going to make it that far, so I just figured I would throw this in here just to let you know. Anyway, back to the video. You're going to need a grog nozzle. The Norfleets are completely optional. You don't need the Norfleets. I understand for some people it's really hard to get their hands on Norfleets, and I will also say this is a modded character with a bunch of different weapons and stuff that are all perfect rolls. You do not need any of this. Here's my bonus stats. None of that matters, but there's that. Here are my skill trees and class mod and Bone of the Ancients. And then I would recommend a sham. Once again, you don't need a sham for this, but I'd really recommend it. Any sham will do. It doesn't have to be the perfect 94 sham. But you are, at the bare minimum, going to need a B shield. And is it an infinity pistol? You're going to need those two at the bare minimum, along with the grog nozzle. But I believe doing it with the Norfleets is a little bit faster, more efficient. So if you can get your hands on an electric Norfleet and a fire Norfleet, preferably those two. Pretty much any Norfleet will do, though. If you can only get your hands on one, I understand. Or if you can't get them, you know, your hands on one, period, then I also understand. And that's why I've got two methods here. Because the Infinity Pistol and the B Shield are significantly easier to get than the Norfleet. So but we'll start with the Norfleet strat first. And first and foremost, you're going to want to run away from his little arena, come over here to the edge. And you're going to want to kind of get a little grenade jump going over here to get up onto this rock. And then you are going to basically just run all the way around his arena. And there's a little section right up here that if you're not careful, it can push you off. So just be very careful. It's right there where that wall is. If you're kind of jumping or whatever, you'll launch yourself off right there. So be very careful there, and you're going to run all the way around until you can drop down right here. And here, this basically lets you get under his arena. It can be a little fidgety. You might have to crouch and spam your movement in every direction and stuff, but you'll get through there. And you're going to want to run around to here. And you can now shoot his feet, basically. You're going to want to kind of get under him. And you can see I was already doing this earlier for just kind of practice before I made this video. That's what all the bullet decals are from. And you can see how part of his foot is kind of, you know, clipping through the ground. That is the point we're going to be focusing on. So at first, he only has flesh until he gets shields. So you can throw on your fire Norfleet. And the sham is to both keep ammo going with your Norfleet. Well, not really both. That's all this sham's really doing for you. So that's just making it so you keep your ammo up. Most of the time, as long as you're not shooting when your shield is down, you're not going to run out of ammo. But just in case, it is also kind of smart to bring a Logan's gun, low-level Logan's gun, to get your ammo back. Not too hard to get either, but once again, as long as you're not shooting while your shields are down, you should pretty much never run out of ammo here. And your shields will go down because you can still get damaged through the floor by a couple different shock attacks that I don't remember his name. It's basically the dude he has in the arena that helps him out. They can shock you through the floor still. When they do that, it'll zap your shields, and he can also kill you, but that's what the grog nozzle's for. As long as you're dealing damage with both that and the Norfleet, you will be perfectly fine, so don't worry about that. And from there, yeah, you're basically just going to shoot the shit out of him. And sometimes he can move around the arena. Most of the time, as long as you get in this spot and you do not move, he will not move. But sometimes he can. Just like that, he's moving now. And in this case, it's not a big deal. You're just going to basically keep shooting into the arena. The Norfleet will hit things through the ground, including him. Go find his feet again. And keep shooting him. That's that, and then the other version of this that I can show you real quick is going to be the Infinity. The Infinity, the main thing you're going to want to do is throw on your B shield. I'd recommend having it immune to electrocute damage since he shocks you. And you're going to wait for that shield to come up. And then just tear into him from here. Get into a good spot where you're hitting him. And just keep kind of tearing into him, wait for him to move. Sometimes he will sit still and just kind of hang out. But I'm not going to do this because I have no reason to do this, but I just wanted to show off it can be done. I've completely depleted his shields and his health. I just don't want to keep sitting here. It is very possible. Once he's dead, pretty much all you're going to do is just commit no longer alive, and you can do that by, you know, either running somewhere off the map, because you can keep coming through here and running throughout the map until eventually I believe it's no longer solid if you have like no more grenades and all that stuff. Or just down here, yep. You can run down there and die, or just off yourself with, you know, grenades or rocket launchers or whatever under there, and then you would just run back over here and open this guy up, and he would be, well, I mean, he's still going to be here, but all the loot and stuff would be all around here. It is very time consuming, like I said. It'll probably take you around like 45 plus minutes to kill him this way, but if you're really desperate to kill him, this is how you can do it. I know that's probably not the solution a lot of you are hoping for, but without using some crazy complicated exploits that are really hard to pull off for like damage output and stuff, this fight is just extremely hard, especially for non-veteran players. So this is going to be your best option, easiest option, simplest option, just most time-consuming option, kind of. If you count all the grinding and crazy practicing and stuff you'd have to do to learn the other stuff, then it's not too bad. But like I said, 45 minutes to an hour for one kill is pretty rough if you're trying to farm a specific item. So if you're just trying to go for the kill, you know, and maybe hope you just get a cool drop along the way, then cool. this is the way to do it. You can farm him like this, but like I said, you're looking at about a kill an hour, I'd say, for most people. And of course, this can be done on any character. Salvador is going to be your fastest, but it can definitely be done on any character. I've done it on Zero a lot, personally. So it can be done on any character. The only difference is you're not going to have your gun zerking, but it's the same concept. You're basically just going to sit there with an infinity pistol and a bee shield and shoot him in the foot. And if you start getting hurt, use the grog nozzle, shoot him a couple times, get your health back, swap back, or you could run some Tesla grenades or something. I think those might hit him through the floor and you might be able to get your health back, but that's about it. That's going to be it for this video. I know it's short, but I figured I'd show it off because that is it's an old school glitch for an easy way to kill him if you're really feeling desperate. So I wouldn't personally recommend it unless you are desperate to kill him, but if you are, then I mean, it'll get it done. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. I will probably be making more like this, but we will see. And yeah, see you later.